This episode of Rob Christie Hike Across America, we continue with our mission. Try to find something worth doing in every state. This week, we're in Ohio, and we'll be going to Serpent Mound, Charleston Falls, but first, we head to Chateau La Roche, aka Loveland Castle, which is located right by the Little Miami River in Loveland, Ohio. We're here at our first stop in Ohio, and this is the Loveland Castle. As you can see, pretty cool. We're gonna go inside and check it out. Now, Loveland Castle only runs $5 per person, which is a steal. You're gonna get some great photos, and it's a great way to spend a half hour. The castle is a self-guided tour, so you can feel free to roam around at your own pace. However, they do have a knowledgeable staff on hand to help you out with any questions you might have about the castle. Now, the KOGT stands for Knights of the Golden Trail, which the builder named after his Boy Scout troop. Now, surprisingly, this castle was built by just one man, Henry Andrews. He started back in 1920s and passed away in 1981. It also reminds me of another castle that was built by one man, and that's a Colleen's Castle in Turner Falls State Park, Oklahoma. I'll leave a link to that video up top. Now, this is probably one of the better European style castles that I've seen down here in America. Now, I was shocked to find out that hardly any movies have been made here. Just a couple of B movies and some short films. But this place really does have a lot of movie potential. It's just surprising that not a lot of directors have jumped on this yet. And of course, no castle is complete without its share of ghost stories, and this place definitely has a few. Now, our next stop took us to Charleston Falls Preserve, which is located right off of Ross Road 179. We're at our second stop here in Ohio, and this is a Charleston Falls Waterfall. Now, it hadn't rained in a while, so we were taking a risk of some of the waterfalls being dried up. The first one we came to was completely dry, but we could hear some water down the way, so we knew at least one of the waterfalls was going. Now, this waterfall was flowing, but it definitely could have been better. I've seen pictures of it on the internet when it's in its peak season, and it looks awesome. Now, this did remind me a little bit of Lakeshore Wilderness Waterfall in Branson, Missouri, which I'll leave a link to that one up above too. Now, there was one thing I really liked about this place, and that the boardwalk was done really well. It gave you a lot of good viewpoints to where you could see the waterfall from different angles. And remember, if you do like this video and you want us to keep making more, please write "keep on hiking" in the comments. Also, stick around till the end of the video and see where we go next week. And that was the top of the waterfalls. Even though Charleston Falls Preserve was a bit of a dud, it wasn't our biggest disappointment of the trip. That belongs to our next stop, which was Serpent Mounds. In our last stop here in Ohio, this is Serpent Mounds. Now they do charge $8 per car to get in, which at the time I felt was a little high, seeing that their lookout tower was closed down for repairs. But not only that, they don't allow drones here either, so you're not going to get a really good shot from above. But this is what it would look like. Now they did have a couple lookout spots here, but they didn't overlook anything. There's just a bunch of trees in the way. Head. Now this is the head of the snake, but like I said, you really can't see it from the ground. If you had a selfie stick maybe, you could probably get a pretty okay shot. And they do have a gift shop here with a small museum in the back where you can watch a movie about the mounds. In the next episode of Rob Christie Hike Across America, we're finally in New York and we're seeing Niagara Falls for the first time. So if you like this video and want to see more, please like, share, subscribe. There's plenty on the channel, more on the way. Until next time, keep on hiking.